So yesterday we had done last lecture. We have done MySQL revision tour. Clear? All right. So I think many of you may have joined now. Yes. Last lecture we have done what is database. Database is an organized collection of data. Then we have done what is relational database. Relational database, okay, in which we store our data in form of table. Okay. So we will be storing our data in form of a table. Okay? So tables are called relations in this SQL. Okay? What is RDBMS? It is the software used to manage the databases. Okay? So it is a relation. We have done these benefits of using an DBMS, redundancy, inconsistency can be avoided, and data can be shared. Security restrictions can be applied. Okay? So we have done also what is a key. What is a key? It is a column or a combination of columns which can be used to identify one or more rows, tuples in a table. Clear? What is primary key? A group of one or more columns used to uniquely identify each row of a relation is called as primary key. Next, we have done what is a candidate key, a column or a group of columns which can be used as a primary key of a relation is called as candidate key because it is one of the candidates available to be used as a primary key. Clear? Next, we have done alternate key. What is alternate key? Clear? A candidate key of a table which is not made its primary key is called its alternate key. So these three definitions, you must remember these definitions. All right. Now, let me just revise what we have done. Mm, all right. Yes. What is this SQL? Structured Query Language. What is full form of this structured query language? Clear? Then we have DDL, Data Definition Language. Okay, it is a category of SQL commands which are used to create, destroy, or restructure databases and tables come under this category. Example of DDL commands are create, drop, and alter. Clear? Then we have DML, Data Manipulation Language. This is a category of SQL commands, all of which are used to manipulate data within table come under this category. Clear? Example of DML commands are insert, update, and delete. You must remember at least two commands which come under the various categories of this. They are often asking these questions in the board examination. Clear? Now we have DCL, Data Control Language. This is a category of SQL commands, all of which are used to control the access to database and tables fall under this category. Examples of DCL commands are grant and evoke. This is used to give powers to the user whether he can delete the file or not. When a lot of people are working on a project, then the maker of the table or maker of the database will give power to the fellow, uh, so that whether he can delete that file or he can alter that file and all these things, all the powers giving by the maker, they come under the grant and revoke. Revoke means he can revoke the powers which he has given the to his fellow, to his friend, so that and grant means he's giving the power to them to read. He can give the power to read a file, to write a file, to modify that file. These powers come under this, but then these are not in your syllabus. Ah, clear? So this create database, we know we have done this. This is a DDL command used to create a database. Clear? And then we write what, how will we write this? Create database and then database name. Clear? Create table. This is again create table. Table name. You have to write the table name, then column names and the data types. Column name, data types, column name, data types. So the number of columns you want, you will have to write the names of these along uh, with their data types. Clear? Purpose creates a table with a specified name. All right. Next one is alter command, which we have done. Alter command is used to modify a table which has already been created, and if you want to modify that table, clear, then we are using this alter table command. Okay? So alter table. Then we write the table name T1, what T1, T2, and then we add whatever. Suppose we want to add one more column in the table, then we have this add column name. Clear? And this data type. Clear? Then again, one more form is there, alter table name, drop column name. If you want to eliminate the table, sorry, if you want to eliminate the column name, then you'll have to write this alter table name, then drop column name. Clear? If you want to drop one more column, suppose you want to delete, drop two fields. Clear? Then you'll have to alter table name, drop column name, comma, drop column name. So this drop word has to be repeated. Suppose you want to lay the name and the marks of all the students, then what you will write? So alter table drop name comma drop marks. Clear? So the drop word has to be repeated. Drop keyword has to be repeated. This is a major problem which most of the students do in their examination. Okay? They don't repeat this drop word and their marks are deducted. Okay. Next we have modify command is also used. Alter table name, modify column name, column and new definition. Suppose you want to increase the width of the columns so that maximum length is increased from 20 to 25, then you'll have to use modify command. Okay. So next is use. What is the use? Yeah, use and then the database name D1, D2, whatever you are using. Right? This will open the specified database for you. Now you can go inside the table and then you will use and then you can write whatever you want to play. Select database, so that will give you the name of the shows the name of the current database that is being used. Then we have show tables. Show table, what does it do? It will give you the names of the tables stored in your current database. Okay? So because many of you or many of the students will be making web tables, so you want to see the table created by the user. Alright, because many of you may be using the same usernames. Yeah. Next we have insert into table name. Clear? Column 1, column 2, comma, column, dot, dot. And values, and this value 1 data, value 1, value 2, value 2, depending on the columns which are used. Okay? Suppose this is a text or string, then you have to write the string value in inverted commas or apostrophe. And suppose it is a number, then you have to write only number separated by comma. You have to remember comma. Okay? Now see, insert command is used to, what is difference between insert command and the update command which we have done? Insert command is used to give the first row. Alright, first row. When you want to write that first row inside the database for in the table for a man, particular man, then you write insert into table name. Clear? Column values and values. Alright. Now select command. This is the most frequent command which is used. Select, you can use star or column name or any expression, comma expression, comma column name, comma expression list, comma from table name where condition. Okay? Order by is also used. Order by the column name which is used for shorting. Now describe command is shows the structure of the table. This is also asked in the examination, most frequent. Okay? They will they can ask you how will you see the structure of the table. Then you have to write describe table name T1, T2. All right. Then we have update command. Update command is used to change the value of a particular column or particular person. Okay. So update T1 set column name equal to value, comma column name equal to value. Suppose you want to change marks and name of roll number 1, then you'll have to write update T1 set marks is equal to whatever 40, comma name equal to what Ramesh, something like that, in inverted commas because it is string. So for roll number, for that particular roll number. Clear? you can write, otherwise it will update the whole of the table with that level. Okay, so where condition is coming here. Next we have delete. Delete command is used to delete the delete a particular rows. Clear? So that is what where condition will do. It is the only command where from delete and from, between this delete and from, no star and nothing, no field name coming comes here. Okay? So delete and then from. Okay? You have to understand that you don't have to put anything in between delete and from. This we have seen that delete from and then table name. Clear? And then where condition. Where condition will be used to restrict the deletions on the table. Okay? Suppose you want to delete roll number 2, then what you write? Delete from T1 where roll number equal to 2. Okay? Right? Next is distinct, which we have done already. Distinct is used to display distinct values for a column in a table. Okay? Yeah, it will not repeat the values because we know that by default what happens. Suppose you want to select the names of all the students in a table. Then what you write? Select name from T1. Clear? If you write this, what will happen? It will give you the names of all the students. Okay? But suppose you have that Ramesh is repeated. Suppose two people have the same name Ramesh, or two people have the same name Rajesh. Clear? Then you will find that for every row this thing is comes out. Okay? And we don't want that. We want to see the distinct values which are stored. So we'll wear a distinct, and then bracket you write down the field names. Clear? So this is distinct. Then where clause, as you know, is used to specify the conditions based on which rows of a table are displayed. Between used to define the range of values within which the column values must fall to make a condition true. Range includes both the upper and the lower values. Clear? Suppose you want to see the values of, or you want to see the names of all the students who are scoring between 50 and 60, then you will have to write what? Select name from T1 where marks between 50 and 60. Okay? Clear? In. In is used to select values that match any value in a list of specified values. Clear? It is used as suppose you want to select only 10, you want to see only 10, 20 or short 30, something like that. Only the people who have scored, you want to see the names of all the students who are scoring only 30, 20, and 10. Then what you write? Select name from T1 where marks in 10 brackets 10 comma 20 comma 30. Clear? And bracket, outer bracket, you'll write, and then you'll press the enter key. Clear? Like clause, as you know, is used for pattern matching of strings that are used using wildcard characters. This percentage and this lower character. Clear? So percent stands for any number of characters, and this stands for only one character. Clear? Is null and not null. This is the most frequent mistakes which is done by students, and that is what with the null they always use this equal to null. They write equal to, mathematically equal to. Clear? Suppose we want to know the values, names of all the students which have null values, then what they usually write is where names is name equal to, mathematically equal to null, and that is where they lose their marks. Okay? So what you have to keep in mind that in null there is no equal to, there is only is null, is and not is not, is not null is there, is null and is not null. These are two things which come. So never use equal to, mathematical equal to with null. Okay? Next, order by used to display the select rows in ascending or in descending order of the specified column. Okay? Order by used for sorting. We know that. Okay? We have done these questions also. Okay? few of the data types. Text, to store text, we have this character, and then we have this size we have to put inside that, and then we varchar, and varchar we have this size we have to put inside that. Clear? I see. So what is difference between char and varchar? Varchar stands for variable character size. Clear? So, and character char stands for fixed character. Clear? This is the mathematical definition of that. That when you write character char 20, then what happens is that the system stores 20 characters for storing this char variable. Clear? But in varchar, what happens is that it is this. They will store 20, but if the spaces are left, suppose you have written varchar 20, but you are using only your name is only of 10 characters, then it will store only 10 characters. Clear? Another thing it will not write. Clear? So that is the um, that is when you do this practicals, then you will understand. Okay. So numeric, to store numeric, we have this decimal p comma s, and you can also for floating numbers, for real numbers we can we use this decimal. Clear? P comma s, and then to store the int, we have this, you can use the int or integer, both will work. If yeah. And then to store the date, we have this date data. Date data type is different from the usual other things. To store, to save these date types, we have other um, commands which are used on this. Okay? All right. Like see here, he has done the integer 4, so that means 4 characters will be stored inside that. Okay? Decimal 7.2, so that means there's 7 characters. Okay? Here he had written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So this is 5, 7 comma 2. So two spaces are reserved for the precision, for the accuracy. Two spaces are reserved for the accuracy. This second character represents the accuracy. Clear? Up to how much accuracy you want the values to be stored. Clear? So this is storing. All right. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. In this, what you have done, he wants to show describe books, so it will show you the structure of the table. Clear? Then we have alter table, books, add category. So it is he is adding one more category field in the table books. Clear? Now, suppose you want to modify from 10 characters to 20 characters. You want that publisher columns to store 20 characters now. So you write alter table name books, modify column publisher varchar 20. So now you can store 20 up to length of 20 characters in the field publisher. Clear? Now, alter table stuff, drop return date. Return date may be a field in the table, and we want to drop this table, drop this column. We want to kill this, we want to eliminate this column from the table. Clear? So we have to use alter table. This is the name of the table, and drop. This is the return date is the column. Clear? So you'll have to write it. Again, this is for inserting values. Insert into books. Books is the name of the table. Values, VALUES comes here, and then you start the circular bracket here and circular bracket here. This is the left bracket, and this is right bracket, and then semicolon. And in that semicolon, between this left and this right circular bracket, you write the data. Is clear? So this is first data, this is second data. So that means that this is a character data. So character data has to be put in apostrophe. Clear? Now this is JP Morgan name maybe. So this is also they are coming in apostrophes. Clear? Alright. This is again a string data. So they are putting it in inverted comma. This is a number. So they are simply writing a number. You don't have to write this apostrophes for that. Only for storing the characters. For storing the strings, you use these apostrophes. Clear? Alright. Alright. So, yeah. Alright. Hmm. Okay. Select distinct publisher from books. So what will it do? it will give you the publishers data, all the distinct publishers data it will give you. Okay, so no names will be repeated here. So select star from books where publisher is equal to APH, means that publisher, all the APH, all the data for publisher column which have APH stored in that, only those data will be you will be able to see those things. Okay? Select star from books where price is greater than 250 and price is less than 500. Okay? So you know this price is greater than 250 and all the we satisfy this. Okay? Yes. All right. Hmm. Next we have hmm, to display the details of publisher, which APH, JPH, and ABD, we enter select star from books where publisher is equal to APH or publisher is equal to JPH or publisher is equal to ABD. Okay, all these where clauses are used with this or. Clear? These are what? These are logical operators. No, we have relational operators. What is meant by relational operators? This greater than equal to, less than equal to, these are what? These are all. They are all the relational operators, and these or and not. These are all the logical operators. Clear? They will give you true or false values. All right. Select star from books where publisher in, and then we are writing apostrophe APH, comma JPH or ABD. So only APH, JPH, and ABD data in the publisher will satisfy this condition. They will become they will be listed or they will be on the table. Clear? All right. So select account number, history, price from books where title like percentage history percentage. So that means that history is going to come in between. Anything coming here before will be also accepted. Anything after this will be also accepted. Okay. So history word should come in between, and this percentage sign or modulo sign represents any number character here, any number character here which satisfy these conditions. Those things will be listed. They will be displayed on the in the table. Clear? All right. Is not null we know is null and returned is not. Select star from books where order by title. So we have this order by titles. So sorted by display the records of all the books order by title, sorted by title. So according to A, B, C, D or whatever that. If it is a number, if the title is number, then it will give in ascending order. But if it is in alphabet, if it shows strings, then it will give you in alphabetical order. Got it? You can see. Now we also have star from books order by title, comma D. So descending order it will be giving you. So ASC and DSC are the two which we use with the order by class. Yeah. So by default it will. All right. Yes. Here. Uh, Let me do these things. Next, we are going to this power function. Suppose you want to see power means raised to the power. Clear? So 2 raised to power 4, you want to see the value of 2 raised to power 4. What you will write? Select POW 2 comma 4. Okay? So it will give you the values of 2 raised to the power of 4. Okay? Now we have round x. Rounds the argument of x to the nearest integer. Okay? Round x comma d. Rounds the argument of x to d decimal places. Okay? This you will only understand when you work on the practicals. Okay? I will show you those practicals on the computer monitor. That's not a problem. Okay? Truncate x comma d means to cut the values up to 2 decimal points. Okay? Truncates the argument of x to d decimal places. We'll be showing this practicals, so then you will understand it. Okay? Now these other things are easy, like length. Length str. Suppose you want to see the length of all the names stored in your T1 table. So what you write? Select length. In bracket you write the name. Name bus. Clear? So you'll get the name from T1. Sorry, from T1. Why? Because if the data are coming from a table, then you will have to always remember that you have to give what from clause is always in. You have to always write that for from clause. Clear? Next we have concat. Concat means to join two strings. Okay? So concat means to join two strings. Clear? Suppose you want to join ah, good with every name of a student. Good students with every name of the student. So how will you write that? Select concat and in apostrophe or in brackets starting brackets, and then you write apostrophe. You'll write what? You'll write good student apostrophe close, and then you write comma name. Clear? And then this bracket so close brackets. All right, from T1 and then enter. So you'll find that in the table you'll find what? You'll find good student appearing added to every name in which is present in the table T1. Clear? Right. INSTR in INSTR. STR comma the syntax is STR comma substr. Here returns the position of first occurrence of substring STR sub STR in the string STR. Clear? So select INSTR and here you'll write the string whatever Atulanand. Clear? And in that you if you want comma all right, and then if you write here in apostrophe you'll have to write the string Atulanand in apostrophe comma and then Atul you want to write inverted sorry apostrophe you write this Atul word here. So what will it will do? It will the position of first occurrence of that Atul word. So Atul word is it appearing in the in the first argument? First argument str. So sub str it is occurring in that or not. If it occurs, it will give you the position of that occurrence of that. Okay? Next, lower returns the argument of str in lowercase. It changes all the characters of the pass string to lowercase. Okay? So you can write select lower in brackets. You can write the name. Okay? Lower name. So what will happen? All the names now will be displayed in the lowercase characters. Okay? You have comma n. Okay. So what is happening in this? That you will find that returns the first n characters from the string str. Okay. So suppose I want to extract first three letters from Atulanand. What I will do? Select left in bracket. I will write Atulanand in apostrophe and comma 3. So what will happen? First three characters of the word Atulanand will appear. Suppose I want to see only three characters of all the names from the table T1. Then what will I have to write? I have to write select left and in bracket I will write what? Name, comma 3 from T1. From T1. Clear? So what will happen? You will get the first three characters of the name field. Okay, only three characters will appear there. Right, similarly, right is there. Right str comma m returns the last n characters from the string str. These are simple things. So that means that suppose I want to see the last three characters of the field name in the T1 field, T1 table. Then what I have to select, okay, right, comma, name, comma, 3. I can use both the, suppose I want to see the question comes, see the first three characters of the name and the last three characters of the name. Then I have to write select left bracket starting name comma 3 comma close comma right again bracket start and you'll have to name comma 3 bracket close from T1. Okay, so it will show you both the first three characters of the name and the last three characters of the name. Clear? Ltrim is used to eliminate the spaces which are while you are inputting the data. Clear? What happens is sometimes your name or string something like that. The spaces are also added to that. Clear? And the system stores the spaces also. Okay? So if I want to eliminate that space, then I will use ltrim. Okay, so L-trim means left side, say you have to trim the str. Clear? Remove the leading spaces, remove spaces from the left side of the string str. Clear? Similarly, this trim, R trim is also removes the trailing spaces, removes spaces from the right side of the string str. Trim will remove both the spaces from the left and the right. Clear? Removes the leading, both leading and trailing spaces from the string str. Okay? Next we have this substring str comma m comma n. This is character n characters from starting mth character of the string str. ठीक है? Substring sub str and substring, these are the same, or mid str comma m comma n. ठीक है? So uh, returns the n character starting from the mth character of the string. ठीक है? Suppose I want to see display three characters from the sixth character of every string. Then what I have done? Select substr, comma name, comma 6, comma 3. Clear? So if the third argument is missing, then the starting from mth position, the rest of the string is returned. Okay, m is negative. If m is negative, the beginning of substring is the mth character from the end of the string. Okay. Suppose I want to see the names. I want to see the names. And in that name, I want to see only from third characters onwards. Third characters onwards, I want to see the. Okay, then what will I select? Substr, comma name, comma 3, 3, comma. All right. There is no need for the last argument. And then bracket close, and then we have from T1, and then we have enter key. Okay, so what will happen? Only from the third characters onwards, all the characters will be listed, will be displayed. Clear? Same thing is substr and substring and mid. All the three names are synonyms and used for working. Okay? Then we have ASCII. Str returns the ASCII values of first character of the string str. Returns 0 if the str is empty string. Returns null if str is null. It will return the ASCII values of the first string that is stored. Clear? All right. So I think these functions will be doing in later stage. All right. So we can write these things in a class of copy also. And make your notes. Well, we'll be taking on other chapters also. Simultaneously, you make notes and also you click the like buttons also and subscribes to the channel so that I can give you whatever I load there.